This video chart presentation is Synergy Pharmaceuticals. It's a NASDAQ listed stock, trading ticker SGYP. It's actually a NASDAQ Global Select stock, the top tier of the NASDAQ. It's had a tough 2014, slid from a high in March of 670, all the way down to being more than halved, found a support at 250, bounced up. It's now holding a new support right around $2.80. Definitely facing a little bit of resistance at $3, but the Bollinger Bands are tightening up, and that's enough to make us want to pay attention to it, given this higher low. And things like the MACD climbing, and it looks like trying to drop a bullish cross, which is something that we'll be looking for the MACD to move back into positive territory to continue this upward trend. You can see back here a month ago, moved back towards zero, and the price per share went on a nice spike. Here we'll be looking for something just a little bit more consistent, and for an overall upward trend to be established in the MACD, to lend some hints to the idea this chart might be ready to uptrend off of this 250 bottom. And I actually put the ADX in here this time rather than the slow stow. Just so happened that the MACD and the PPO are pretty much tracking each other. That often happens. And with that in mind, this was a bit of a pinch situation, which we look for bottoms. And now that the ADX has slid all the way back down to show almost no strength to a direction, you can see the ADX 14 is only at 11. We'll look for a little bit of a climb to happen to show that this chart's gathering some strength. Regarding the money flow index, you can see the upward movement push through 50. That tells us some momentum is building in the chart, which is a sign that we look for ahead of the price movement. RSI 14 right there at 50 doesn't get much more neutral than that. Either the bulls and the bears can get control of momentum. And of course, that's to be somewhat expected. About 3 weeks now, stocks is trading sideways in a pretty tight range. And with that, we'll go ahead and note that 280 support. That's a spot we'll certainly be looking for to hold. If it does get broken, odds are it's coming right back down here to 250, and potentially even right through that to continue this downward path. But right now, it's looking pretty optimistic for the upward pressure to try and continue. So we'll want to see that 280 spot stay intact, and for this to take on some upward pressure. Initially take out this $3 resistance. Actually runs just a skosh higher than that to right around 305. But as far as the near term, that's been a tough spot. And we'll look for a primary resistance up around 350. Because you can see historically this year, that was a nice area of support. Classic TA, that support becomes resistance once it's broken. And even though it did pop through it right here at the end of October, you can see promptly came back below it. So once again, we suspect that's going to be a tough area of resistance. With in mind that 372 mark that was hit right here is also going to serve as a little bit of resistance. But I think it'll be tougher at the $4 mark should some upward pressure come into the play. That's still okay. That's a real nice gain from 298 close on Thursday. And importantly, it'd be establishing a pattern of higher lows and higher highs. And that's the type of upward trend that we're actually looking for to begin. Volume's not bad in this play. 911,000 shares traded at almost $3. Probably right around 3-month average for it. Although you can see volume has been slightly upticking so far in December. For the here and now, going to stay near-term focused. See if it can break out of this sideways channel. If it breaks down, chart certainly gets a whole lot uglier. But if it can move up through $3 and certainly through 350, we'll be looking for a longer-term trend to be established. But as always, merely my interpretation of the SGYP chart. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpenny-stocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.